Victor coming out for Vikla. And I think there's a lot of potential for BNK FEARX going to have Prio in the bot lane.
Tiny lead for Diablo. Sponge is like, please.
His name is Raptor. Of course he's going to be here.
Hey, he wasn't named that for nothing. He's going in onto Lehens, actually, who tries to taunt away, but there's the Cataclysm, has to flash, but the Magical Journey follow-up is big here for BNK FEARX, and there's only so much Lehens can do to try to...
on the back of this. I will say, though, Tatum's coming over.
King instead. I mean, he doesn't have any flash. There's two people up here. They catch him in the bush, and now Nongshim trying to make a play on a Vikla. We'll see if that works out, but the stun comes in with the binding, and now Lehens, no flash, has to taunt away. Looks like they got maybe one of the grubs. Did they even get one of the grubs?
They did.
Okay.
And one of the problems is Sponge is like, well, I'll take this time to get some camps on the top side, which I think is all you can do off the map. All these wards available. They're trying to protect Nongshim's red. Sponge will get caught out.
Yeah, it's not the Raptors this time. They've upgraded to a red buff, and Raptors here. So that's going to be very dangerous for them, trying to just go for the engagement. Raptor just runs face first into 4 and immediately dies. The smite goes over to the weight of Sponge, and now Vikla is totally caught here as well. Will be going down, and that is a kill over to the Rise.
So I said
you'll get punished.
The thing is, it's so good for the defensive team because they can kind of fan out.
Yeah.
And when you engage in, you're in the middle of them now. Taunt flash comes
is
through.
Not Cassante, so diving this looks better, and Lehens is just going to die. It is traded back, though, as Kellen comes over.
You know, I was looking at the Victor. Did he just take one? Did he hang around and try and tank another tower shot? I guess we'll see in the replay.
Yeah, Lehens, he just took too many turret shots.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, but I'm trying to see, did he try and tank an extra one for his teammates?
I don't think so.
Because I thought he could just walk out in time. I guess we'll see.
Well, he taunt flashed and immediately took turret aggro, and I think he just took like 3 or 4 turret shots and just died. Very nice stun here, but we got a Shen coming on in here, and guess who's in trouble once again? It's Raptor.
Wow.
That giant lead they had, a couple of big deaths that go the way of still not going to just do a, you know, open Drake straight in the face of BNK FEARX. So that's still a little bit too risky. They are going to get that mid-tier 1, though, so now as a team they can make a Cosmic Drive or something like that.
People go Chobi Belt.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that. They are looking for the root here in the kill on Raptor, as that is 3 deaths where he is just helpless.
Yeah, he's backfired massively because he walks up thinking, I'm strong, I'm fed, what can they do to me? Well, we got the answer, what they can do to you. And it's not a good time. So now Dragon's picked up 4,400 gold lead for Nongshim, and they're going to get this tower bot lane as well, it seems. If Click, I don't think you can prevent this, so it is just a crazy gold advantage.
Turret's going to go down. Clear trying to at least punish it, even if he can't prevent it. The angle there, not the best on the pull, and also Realm Warp available.
Yeah.
With Lehens there, too.
That was a little bit miscommunication, because Scout basically here. Actually, instead turning straight onto the Victor. Victor now isolating alone.
Yeah, I mean, he's just super dead. Like, they're just going to take down the turret as well, and I think Vikla just a bit too far up. He has to know that the rotation is coming in, and unfortunately did not read the
straight for the Baron.
Yeah, they're just doing the Baron. And this is very early. This is 21 minutes.
It is not... Oh.
They're looking for a turn here. They're going to throw everything into the Bard, so that's really not going to find too much value with the Magical Journey getting him out. And Raptor is, well, he's still has 2 items, and he's still Jarvan, so... No follow-up there.
I was going to say, it is not the Hunting Baron. So they didn't have to worry about the crazy setup that was still there afterwards. Just really gave no outs for Vikla and no way for BNK FEARX to counter it. Now they have got a Tempered Fate here.
Now Scout in a bit of trouble here. We'll see if there's any CC, though, as the flash on in with the binding is enough from Kellen to get the kill. Shutdown does go to Vikla. Kellen really playing on a knife's edge there, nearly dies.
Yeah, but he had to get the stun because all the CC had been used and he was stuck in the Cataclysm, so using the Cataclysm to get that stun was a great play from Kellen, but a lot committed to take down Scout. Kellen making sure he secures that against the Cataclysm. If it was Bard and any other jungler, he wouldn't be able to stun in that scenario. Oh, another Tempered Fate.
And it's going to save Kellen, but also kind of negates the engage from Raptor, but not a bad idea because the rest of Nongshim is on the way. As there comes Lahen's going to get the taunt on Avicla, who's very low, but they're going pretty deep for this one. Sponge going all in for the kill, but he will trade his life on Avicla. Clear, trying to tank up in the front line. He's going to have to flash away. Kingen now doing some DPS to the front, and you see BNK are just on the escape route here. But here comes Diablo trying to finish off the kill on a Taeyun, and he does pick it up. And now we got a couple of fish in a barrel here in Clear and Kellen.
They have no wave though, so I think they're actually out. That was a crazy aggressive passage. Guarantee the fourth shot with the taunt. Vikla not expecting to get jumped on by Shen there, then gets taken out by the Vi. And even though Clear, right? And you know who's wrong? Vikla is for that. The mismanagement.
So wrong.
Oh my god. I mean, he's already like 1,100 gold behind, but now he's going to be even further behind on that miss cell.
So this is the area that Huni always loves to talk about, where they're going way too aggressive. Sponge, a big quad out here, but just trying to tank up and buy time for the rest of the team to come over. Equalizer is good, but Kingen, oh, that's a massive shot here from Diablo as well, and now Taeyeon super low. But they're not getting the kills here. Diablo gonna get knocked back, and now he's isolated. And should be a kill for the side of BNK FEARX. Do not go all in there. As Nongshim once again get punished just like every other team.
I feel like Nongshim have a last whisper item. So he's not doing much damage to Clear. He has Kanik, Rukin, and Jack Show, so neither of the AP champs are either. Hence does dip out.
Nice try, Kellen.
I like the crying kitty though.
Yeah.
I get it.
He's got good emote game for sure. They're just trying to turn onto the front line here, but the Equalizer's getting a lot of damage. Sponge, though, going to get 100-0. As now Raptor trying to create some space, but look at the back line. Scout goes in and nearly dies. He's just trying to actualize Taeyun out of the game. And that is the damage we were talking about from Scout. As now he's just going to roam warp out of there. He's like, I've done my job. See you later.
Selling it and buying it back, you know.
Yeah.
So that goal lead in the mid lane is like 1.2k because of that.
Yeah. They're looking for Kingen here. Raptor is going pretty deep for this one, though, as now the Realm Warp coming in from behind. Scout is going to be isolated, but down will go Raptor, and now Scout is unleashed. As meanwhile, the front line here, Sponge is taking a lot of damage, but he lives for long enough to tank it up for Nongshim. As that is a nice little flank play from the side of Nongshim. Vikla not able to dodge it for the entirety of that curtain call. And Nongshim win a very big fight here.
Yeah, they just don't really have tools to deal with Scout. They go, problem is, you have 3 carries on the side of Nongshim, very real threats across the board. And it's all up to Vikla. He's been a very real threat, but just you don't have the tools to really deal with him. AD, by the way. 783 there.
That's actually insane. Is that like Veigar for AD? Like what is happening? Pick and draft. And Nongshim are like, whatever.
If BNK FEARX loses as well, it'll be the first Ezreal loss in this round.
He's going to drop an Equalizer here. This is going all in onto Taeyun. The follow-up is not there. They're very deep in there, but Sponge has the GA, and those shots are hitting Taeyun anyway. And now Kingen just burn them all to a crisp. Even Vikla trying to get away, but he will be not able to. And Nongshim, 12k ahead, will end this first game in their favor.
Some on-point shots there from Diablo, landing it there, getting one to chunk out Taeyun, and then the final one, and Kellen as Kingen burns them. It was a strong early performance from BNK FEARX. Raptor was running the jungle, but that one misplay. Based on how Diablo was playing Jhin, he's definitely feeling like he wants to play Kai'Sa, because he was kind of playing that in that way a little bit. Obviously has a lot of tools.
Very different lanes. So kind of interesting how they were able to do it once again. Here's Lahen's in the mid lane. Vikla's like, this is weird. Scout, though, the flash forward, and Vikla just sits him down. First blood goes to Vikla as he's trying to get it back.
On his first back, going for the Ruby Crystal and the little Magic Mantle.
Well, if you're going to all in, go for Kingen, I suppose, as the Ignite is there. The Sonic Wave hits, and Raptor with a nice gank up in the top lane. Clear.
He's taking the time as well to roam mid, not getting rewarded.
Got to play in the bottom side here. Taeyun in a bit of trouble. He gets pulled back and even tries to go for the kill, moves forward, knows he can't get away. But Diablo just able to flash away from that one. And now Kellen in a bit of trouble as he's on the run. He's running very fast with the help of his friendly horse. And now Diablo trying to close the distance, but now we got a TP coming in. This is from Taeyun himself as now the re-engage comes in. Root onto Kellen. But no flash here for Taeyun.
He hit the arrow.
I think he's out of range, and he's just going to go for Lehens instead, who might be in a bit of trouble here. No flash on him, and the follow-up here from Kelly to his death! And now, yes, Taeyun will get this kill. Maybe a follow-up if the arrow hits, but no, not quite enough.
And I think... and then here, when it gets turned around... Oh no.
Taeyun is super duper dead. Nothing he can do about that one. Nice little dive here from Nongshim. And the kill goes to the Kaisa.
I think really that all-in we saw before, the fact that Diablo didn't get hit by the Blight proc at all, kind of shows they're just playing it so well.
Yeah.
Now that they're looking for a dive on a King-in, TP from Lehens, of all people, will come in. Some nice dodges on the undertows, and they'll actually negate this Blake.
See that Nongshim were considering going in on that one, but not going to elect to do so, especially with the top lane in the position it is, as the knockback comes through, and the Ragnarok is there, but Kingin's still in a lot of trouble. Even with the undertow missing, he just runs him down.
I can't really think of what else King can do in that situation. He gets the knockback before the ult activates, so...
Or like Asante can pull one under the turret or something like that. Trying to go in onto Raptor, who just hops away, respects it. They don't want any piece of this fight, BNK FEARX. Now maybe looking for the turnaround, but just a little bit of damage from Vikla. And that's about it. I say that, he is going up the lane. Bit of posturing from both sides. As the flash with the taunt, or rather the ult, is not really going to work. Double knockup comes in here as the follow-up from the Rel is there. Raptor trying to knock them down, and Team gets here first. But in goes Diablo into 3, has to flash away. And it's not quite enough damage to take down Raptor. Now another hook comes down, and a double scatter is going to get both of them. And Taeyun now nowhere to go. Raptor goes back in to try to secure the kill. But he might have just secured another kill for Diablo.
Void Seeker in 2. Can he get it?
Tiny little scatter is there, and Scout picks up a very deserved kill.
Scout into this final stun.
Oh, we got a fight in live, by the way. Somebody is in there, and of course it's Clear trying to take out Scout, but the hook comes in, and it doesn't matter. Clear just flashes on top of him as BNK FEARX not one to back down from a fight, and Clear trying to take it into his own hands.
Yeah, King's like just sheepishly farming the wave top. Like, you guys have got this, right?
Yeah.
You guys can handle this 4-0 Olaf. Perhaps not. Perhaps
Wait, what is this? Diablo's just going for a little stroll through his jungle and just gets his head taken off. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that one either. I think there was precedence to suggest that BNK FEARX would kill you there.
And maybe they're going to do it again here as over the wall goes to Raptor with the ward. Lehens pretty tanky, but not tanky enough. Now they are pretty deep. We got a TP coming in as he unleashed powers into Raptor. Now trying to turn on a Kingin. And that is not a very strong chase. He does have one item at least. So he's just going to run away sheepishly once again. And now down his TP.
Okay. It may have taken us 3 deaths to learn it, but I hope Nongshim have learned something about one after another. It's okay.
Scout's in trouble here. There's no flash for him. He doesn't have enough damage to chew through either of these targets. Raptor's like, you know what? I'm just going to go do the Karam.
Okay, I'm going to be honest.
You've got this.
We know that Jace cannot lane against the Olaf, but did we have to put the Syndra against the Olaf? I guess it just isn't good option.
You know, they hadn't tested it yet, so they're like, maybe. Up next is Diablo on the Kaisas. Like,
maybe Syndra beats a Fed Olaf, you know.
Oh, Vikla's in trouble now. As this game is getting pretty wild, he's just alone in his jungle, just dies.
Yeah, Clay's just killing the turret. They have 3 grubs as well. Okay. Well, you know how I said in the draft, I was like, I'm really interested to see how this Olaf does.
Yeah.
He is just the main character right now.
It's one of those picks where you can just kind of run away with the game.
Now, we know that our pro teams love drafting CC forever. Having Engage, having CC. CC's just powerful. One champion just too angry to get controlled. No, we'll say a third. He did about a third of Kellen's HP.
The TP isn't even that bad because if he's bot, he's just dying.
I don't know what the response is to this Olaf.
I don't think he lives under that turret, and he might just
dies here too.
Okay, you know what? Actually, maybe he should have stayed bot.
Okay, so
He's not having a great time.
going back to stuff we said earlier, it's be unleashed.
It's like Silas or Rock Lee. He's got the weights on. They're just going to go in for a gank here on the Miasma as well. This is pretty dirty. Not much that Diablo can do about it. They're not really able to follow with much damage, but Taeyoon is able to with the flash, and the arrow pierces through the heart of Diablo.
Great engage there from BNK FEARX, really. Oh no, he's on a flank. Oh no.
Yeah.
Diablo's no sums.
Can they deal with the Olaf? That is the question. Just stare at Clear. He's just going to take down everyone. Clear's like, who do I kill? Who do I go for? And maybe now he's going for Diablo. Diablo made that choice easy for him as now the sun comes in. Vikla frontlining against this, and the pullback from the Magnet is huge from the side of Kellen. Keeps Vikla alive. As now Kingen doing some damage, but is still frontlining, and maybe doesn't do all that much damage, actually. I take that back immediately. And yeah, he's kind of baited in the rest of the team as well here. Scout is the last one alive. Clear not going to get stunned up. Raptor
wave.
Oh, man. Good. And it's a triple kill.
This was really well played by Raptor. BNK FEARX getting a big influx of gold. I'm not sure what Nongshim can do right now. Felt like they were relying on Kingen to do some heavy lifting there, but I don't think he can.
Oh no.
He's dead.
He didn't even Ragnarok. He's like, nah, I can just run this guy down. Xin Zhao only has one knockback with his ult. And that's the end of that. Kingen's like, you know what, guys? I'm going to get the mid-turret plates. And Lehens has to kind of force it here, has to try to enable Diablo, I guess. And it's not going to work out, obviously, as once again, Diablo frontlining against this one. The Undertow is going to hit Scout. He is now dead because of that. Double kill for the side of Raptor as he's now got a triple-double, a triple kill.
I think sometimes, even when a team is behind, you're like, well, if they do this, if they do that. Other than like Kai'Sa as well.
Okay.
Okay. Oh wow, there's a Nongshim jams. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Also a Nautilus who's basically only CC. Yeah.
You know what?
Trying to do something.
I'll go 4. Nautilus as well.
Yeah. Well, Raptor, he's trying to do a little donation party once again.
Oh, he's coming.
But actually, it was just
Get
all
through the base gate. The base gate.
No, Scout, you went the wrong way. Oh, he actually got the knockback here. Clear. Will he go down in this game? Yes, he will. And the shutdown goes to Diablo. Maybe this is the beginning of the crazy throw you were talking about. They got to start somewhere.
I mean, Kai'Sa does have the DPS. If she can free hit him for like 12 seconds. Okay, well, it's a big influx of gold specifically for Diablo. Thanks to that 1,100 gold shutdown, now has a 300 gold lead over Taeyoon. You can see damage dealt. Scout has done a lot of damage, and that is because people aren't dying on BNK FEARX, so he's just putting damage into them. Everyone on Nongshim just dies too quickly. I mean, if you actually look how long Diablo... We're not going to get to see it.
Oh, no. Not on Kingen. You could choose any other player. Why do you got to bully this guy? Isn't it like his 8th year since debut anniversary?
Maybe he's trying to get in the positive now.
They're definitely going to get some more here.
Oh.
All right, well, with 4 people, you can kill a Lee Sin, or at least get his GA.
Yeah, but Clear's there. Run away!
TV comes in. Kellen's got the flank, the rotation from top lane, and the damage takes a little bit to be layered in, especially into the Xin Zhao, but it is enough. And, yeah, BNK FEARX doesn't feel like they've got much they can do to throw this one away. They're just going to push down mid lane. They still have the Baron buff for 7 seconds. And they're looking to take down 2 inhibitors and maybe just the game.
Oh, I think so. Scout is here, looking for a stun. Not going to do much. I want to also note, Vic was 3 levels up on Scout. I think Scout did just hit level 14 there, so 2 levels. I mean, Rod of Ages definitely helped with that, but still, it's not ideal circumstance.
But he missed the cannon, so. King is about to get this top turret. Clawing their way back into this game. You know, it was 10,000 gold to lead. Now it's only 8. Yeah, I mean, they're keeping this leashed. And they have Cassiopeia. So, still a lot of damage in the Baron. But they're going to go back to the Baron. As the turn is not the cleanest. They're going to catch Xin Zhao. And now, actually, the damage is going in on Kellen. He's going to go down. And now Clear trying to take a 1v5 in this situation. Wants to get Diablo. Will take down the Kai'Sa. And he did his job as he immediately dies after. And Vikla gets the kill onto Kellen. They're looking for a little bit more. This is still a 3-on-3 situation, and Lahen's just left to die, as there's not much that Sponge and Scout can do.
Honestly, not the worst trade of all time initially, but they just can't maintain the pressure. They end up losing Lahen's as well. They're trying to push in for the end. Wave clear on Scout's doing his best.
Oh, that kick is good, but the Sonic Wave hits the minion that spawns, and now going golden is Dplus, so he can't deal the damage, but it doesn't matter because Taeyeon comes back with his TP, and he lives, just barely. And that is going to bring us to game number 3 as BNK FEARX claw their way back in the series and tie things up.
Considering how far behind Nongshim were, the fact that they traded play 2 times, won 2 times.
It's just lock, I mean. The champ's good, play it anywhere.
What are they taking where? I want to see. What's that correct?
You know, the other thing is that Scout, almost definitely the better lock player. But, okay, we're going for an invade. We can't even talk about it. Lens is most likely dead. He doesn't have flash here. Do they have the damage, though, to take him down? With the flash here from Kellen, it will be enough. And First Blood does go over to...
Speaking of whittling him down, Clear looks like he's about to get whittled.
It's kind of the opposite. He holds the wave, and they take 2 turret shots, and they're all here. They're all here. BNK FEARX just able to turn onto Sponge, and even Lahen still no flash. Raptor trying to chase him down, but Kingen at least saves that member. But Sponge not as lucky, and that's a kill over to Mordecai. Give it to me, he says.
맛있고요.
It's very delicious.
계시냐?
I didn't hear the last part. And now Kingen's dead. Kellen's been all over the map.
You know, Olaf is one of those champions. Okay, let's see what Taeyeon's going to do here.
Well, he can kind of clear the wave. They're just going to go in, and Kellen is here. Flash forward from Taeyeon. At least he trades a kill back in the 2v4.
He doesn't lose any minions, right? And
okay, try to live a little bit better than a Jace.
It isn't as bad as Jace.
Yes.
Not great, though.
It's not. And now we have him in a 1v1 and no way to get out, as there's the slice. And he's just going for the kill, actually, Kingen. But the flash forward with the slam, and eventually he will tick down as Clear picks up the solo. And the follow-up is...
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Goes to Leona. And now he will go up once again. Lahen's is going to flash away and does survive, but now the taunt comes in, flashes, does Sponge. Scout trying to get some kills on the backside of this, as we know Locke can do, but not quite able to do so.
Lahen's just went to space. And then everyone else is just in the melee.
Yeah. All right, Kingen's going in there once again. Ult is popped from both. That time the slam is going to miss from Clear, but Kingen is getting quite low, and eventually just burns down once again. Third dead. Maybe Diablo goes top, you know? Do like a little player switch.
No, they can't do that now with role quest. You're like assigned your role.
Yeah.
Can't switch it around.
Poltergeist or something. It's not, but it's
not Poltergeist.
It's not, but it's like something similar.
Whatever. You just distracted me. The one nice thing about not playing AD carry, playing Aatrox, is the Neferi doesn't instantly jump to you and 1v1 him. Oh, that's a dead tower.
Yeah.
See, I think that's not
a top laner.
Twitch jungle's always annoying. Not just when he's ahead.
Well, that's true.
When Twitch jungle just shows up level 2.
We got TPs coming in here, though, as Vikla in a bit of trouble, but Clear, the big man, is here. And Kingen is going to TP down and offer his services, lands the stun. And Clear's just trying to back out of this one. A gigantic shield comes up, as it does. Flash away from Kingen to avoid some of that damage, as now Diablo's like, by the way, guys, I'm playing Aatrox. Please pay attention to me. But they do not want to. By the way, let's take a look at mid lane.
Yeah, so one of these strengths
mid lane,
of Ziggs is actually taking towers. He's really good at that.
All that stuff in bot lane did not matter at all.
Yeah. Oh, TP flank coming in from Locke.
Okay. He is going to hit a nail eventually, I believe. He's going in onto the Ocean Drake.
Where is he hitting the nail? On the head?
The Ocean Drake, actually. Oh. Yeah, that's... He ended up just...
The Ocean Drake's head?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, we could establish that.
No nail in the coffin yet.
Oh, we have a question for production. Do you think nails should do AP damage? In my head, it feels...
Well, they have Locke. He's OP.
Yeah?
100% win rate, by the way, in the LCK.
Not looking good for this game to keep that up.
All right, he clears the wave at least. They're trying to turn on a clear here, but not really a lot of pressure onto Mordekaiser as in comes Sponge and immediately takes him down. So actually they do have the pressure. Raptor goes up in the air, tries to take out the Leona. They do that, but Vicla's just kind of left alone. And now here comes Diablo on 80 carry, Aatrox. Nice satchel gets him out of there. But there it is, the Purgatory comes down, and now Scout has got Taeyun up against the wall. And that will be the end of him. Double kill goes over to Scout, and Gnome are kind of back in the game.
How broken is 80 carry Aatrox? Definitely him and not the Poltergeist. Did they change it already?
They
Have
should.
we
They
changed
should,
it?
honestly. I think they should, yeah. Poltergeist sounds better. Sounds like a cool move. They're trying to go in on the lands again, and I mean, honestly, if you give them enough time, they can even kill the Leona. They're going pretty deep for this one. There's really no answer here.
Wait, he's still alive.
He is still alive, though, and he does walk it off, as now we got to fight on the right side. Sponge in a bit of trouble, but that is clear out of the fight, and the rest of Gnome, they just press their buttons. The lock is going insane, and is trying to end this game in his favor. They're chasing down Kellen, who is going to flash away in his Camille, but a good fight once again for Gnome.
This has been an incredible behind Renekton. And then it just backfires massively. And now they're up in gold. Nongshim are up in gold. They're about to get third dragon. It's dive me. Well, I'm playing Swain.
Yeah, just don't play an 80 carry.
And in this situation, it's not Swain, it's Aatrox, but it serves a similar role. Oh, Kellen's in trouble.
And they can easily kill the BNK FEARX support. Not the same can be said for Lehens. As now, I mean, Locke is just running rampant. There's really no recourse here as Clear is trying to get at least one kill, takes down the Pantheon, but now is 1v3. And Diablo's keeping him busy on the left side. Might be able to take down Vikla here in the extended trade, and there it is. This Aatrox looking pretty good.
This could be it. Brendan, I don't think you're just minute 40. Is Hextech sold for Nongshim, so they want to try and make something happen before then.
Can they kill the Swain / Aatrox? That is really the question. He does have flash still, and he flashes away. The fans loved that one. As now the re-engage comes in, they just kill Kellen. The Camille is gone, and Vikla's just on the run as well, trying to turn things a little bit under his own turret, as they do have a bit of damage from the Ziggs as well. I mean, they got to be careful under the turret, as Taeyun will get a kill back. Meanwhile, Scout just having his way with whoever is left over.
7-0-4 now. And yeah, they try to go for the Aatrox, who has a Death Stance and a Maw.
And Flash.
Didn't work. They just don't have a good dive target, honestly. And I think the problem is they're behind, so like we have to go in, we have to dive. It's just not working. Sorry, in my old age, was like in my old age, I'm forgetting.
Yeah, you're 31 now. That's like basically ancient. Clear actually might be in a bit of trouble here. I mean, eventually, after his ult does go away, but we got a TP coming in, and Sponge in a bit of trouble. Doesn't have a Z up anymore, as a lot of members of Gnome are coming over. But Taeyun able to land a big bomb onto a couple, and Vikla gets interrupted on his escape. And that'll be a 2-for-1 here in favor of Gnome.
I'm not sure if Vikla did when he flashed over the wall. That looked so weird. I was like, if he wards there, and then he goes a bit forward, and he wards again, and he goes
die as well.
He could do that.
That is something he could do.
Chose not to, though.
Lands, he wants to be part of that fight, and Sponge is going very deep for this one. Has a little bit of help from Scout, who is also just going to absolutely murder the Camille. And there's no stopping this. I mean, there's nothing you can do. He just burst your whole team down. And they are quite ahead at this point, so just putting the nail in the coffin is Gnome here on this game number 3. Just waiting for the wave to come in, and then they'll push for the victory.
Got some bonus facts, by the way. Not only has Aatrox bot lane never lost a game, it's also actually never died in the LCK.
Wow.
Not a single time. Very impressive. Is it OP? Do we need to nerf Aatrox bot lane? I don't know.
No. Hey, I mean, Clear still had a positive KDA, so there's that. They're pretty low now. I mean, going golden here.
Wait.
He's trying to auto down the Nexus and end this game, and I think he will be able to. Clear not able to take down the Lock. This Lock is just too OP.
And hard to deal with, so...
Yeah. I was worried for DK because I felt like there were still a lot of counter picks available, even though they banned, you know, Vayne. Like... Chovy did take some damage and then healed a lot of it back. She was getting in here, and guess who's here as well? Flash on in with the E. It is so elementary here for
you feel pretty good in
the bot.
Oh no.
Yeah, Keen's in a lot of trouble. No flash available here. Nice hop to try to get away, but the turret's aggro goes to Lucid, and it's easy pickings for him with a big wave in top. Gnar into him with Lee Sin on the enemy team too, and your jungler doesn't show any support, and the Lee Sin shows up twice. You know, like we saw a little bit of this in game 1 too. Or rather, Series 1. Career in a little bit of trouble, by the way. He is getting in there as now Chovy looking for the shutdown is going to catch him, picks up a double, does not use his flash well, but in goes Lucid. Very nicely done by Duro to block this. And Lucid.
Nice sidestep. Sonic Wave needs to hit.
I think he can get Duro here, yeah. Is going to pick it up with the Sonic Wave. And now that's 3 kills for Lucid. Basically forever.
Is it just forever?
All right, we got some help from Duro, or at least he's attempting to help him. The stunned, or the taunt rather, doesn't do anything, and Shu just runs him down. That's Olaf for you. And now we...
Character bar thing. Hit 2 stacks at the ult, so he must have picked it up.
We got a Shen coming in. It's a lot of damage on a ruler, but not enough. And now the curtains are called. Smash, dodges 1, dodges 2, dodges 3, but Duro gets in there and picks up the kill.
Would have been ideal if Ruler could get those, but not super accurate there on those shots. In the end, they do get the kill, though, thanks to Duro. Keen is trying.
Uh-oh. Chovy, I don't know if you should have stayed, buddy. Lucid has flash, too. He's able to get up into the wave, though. That's going to help a little bit. Lucid going to take turret aggro, and the dash comes out, and the Q is going to land, but Chovy flashes, or dashes away, and Showmaker gets in and picks up the kill. But at least Chovy's able to trade 1-for-1 in the real New Yorker.
Maybe to clarify, we should call him that, so then people know we're not talking about when we say when we just say
going
lock.
Pretty deep here is Lucid. I mean, he's going to get punished by quite a lot of CC. This is part of why the Skarner's good, but he just doesn't take any damage, though. He's still alive. The kick on a Canyon to get him in range of Showmaker. Duro and Chovy are running away, and through the wall goes Canyon, and through the ground he goes as Lucid picks up a 4th.
You know, it's been a while since we had a Sundered Sky moment, but there we go.
Uh-oh. Wait, where have we seen this before? At least he doesn't have Ragnarok, and he is running into turret range. Everybody is flashing. Nobody has flash that was in that play. Keen has it.
Said, what was it? Yeah, you should try and snowball it, Gen.G.
Hey, you did. You did say that, I remember.
Yeah.
Keen at least is doing a good job in this trade. Now he's got a Shen, causing Shu to have to go all in on this one, and even with the Ragnarok, not enough to lock it down. Yeah. Feeling pretty good about that. Things have slowed down a little bit, but now they're looking for Ruler with the Hextech Ultimatum. No escape for him, even though the shield does come through with the Locket. It is not quite enough, or at least it wasn't the Locket, but it was something.
A lot less tankiness that you're getting in that situation. I think it's in total like maybe like 135, 140 health left.
A bunch of trouble here as the...
Okay, good pickup.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of the bonus health and healing you're losing, why is it now Purification?
I was just thinking of another...
You're going to change the name every series?
Sounds like a good alt name, you know? Better than Purgatory. I think Purgatory is actually fine. I think it's funny if Lucid's like, I guess
I mean, Ocean Soul with an Olaf?
Sure, but...
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. Career is going to drop a stun, but I think he's just going to get run down here by the Gnar. There's really nowhere for him to go. He was way too deep, and Keen, he says, well, now at least I've got a kill. Even.
Okay, ward goes down. That's a signal that they're around. You have the information at least.
Okay, they can just go mid instead. Flash on in. Ruler, he was under the turret. That's not the Ruler spot. He just dies.
He got kicked closer to the Ruler spot.
At least they saw Lucid. So after that, I think he just needed to play a little bit safer on the side.
Canyon's miles away.
Yeah, Canyon's also being pressured out here. Shu just going to take the 1v1, and now TP's coming in. They want to just take down Chovy, who flashes away. But the rest of the team is on the chase here. There's only so much mobility that he has, right? Surely we can kill Chovy. Okay, they did it. They finally got the lock. The locky. They took him down, and, well, at least Chovy prevented them from taking an early Baron, I suppose.
Yeah, they get the locky down. locked him into the death chamber.
Yeah.
And the Baron is stopped. And we do get Showmaker's flash committed there. Oh. Keen's like, I found him isolated, but there's still 3 people in the brushes. Maybe not so much.
Yeah, Locky. G-Sun has cooked too much. I think it's G-Sun. Nice kick here on a Canyon, who is a Skarner, but you're not going to get away from the Hextech Ultimatum, and he's just not that tanky. Not to all this damage that they have right now with the Fed Lee Sin, the Fed Cassiopeia, just able to tear through. And I think the mistake maybe was trying to go for the Dragon. They were not going to get it.
Ends up going down. They're okay.
Getting that correct and being on the ball. They're trying to go for a Camille. Nice buffer here for Career. He doesn't even have to flash. And yeah, I mean, Canyon just respawns. So they don't have a smite. There's no way they can get into the pit anyway.
Wait, I haven't seen this. If you have empowered auto, do you like just bounce back, or do you like go over it?
I think they would have to make it that you just bounce back. Oh, is it teleport versus Meganar? And Meganar is going to win. So a nice little pick off there in the top lane. G-Sun said ew to that. She did not very much enjoy that. Showmaker might not enjoy this, the 1v2 against these two. Even on the Cassiopeia, tries to belt out of the way and eventually just gets impaled. 703 gold over to this Gnar. Keen all of a sudden just really fed on the Gnar, but it's really just him. And I don't know if it's enough.
It's a good pickup though, and now it's a 4v5. Can you force a fight without...
All right, Career's going to face check the Gnar once again. And, I mean, eventually, Keen is just going to kill him. Has to Hextech Ultimatum. Now we got a TP coming in. Tons of damage coming out from Smash. But the follow-up GenG, now the TP is not the best spot, but the kick is good onto Keen. Lucid trying to get the kill, picks it up, and there's no pressure on a Showmaker who TP'd into the fight. The Impale is nice, but where is the damage of GenG? Finally they get it. Toby able to take him out, but Smash is the king of the fight as he takes down the lock. And Canyon just barely going to get away. Nice route here from Ruler to save them. And the Sonic Wave not going to connect here for Lucid on the chase. And she was never mind. Like, I tried. I mean, up.
I don't think it helps that we have the gym build where you go 3 items, none of which are IE or LDR Mortal Reminder.
Yeah.
So we still don't have a Mortal Reminder from Ruler, which I think would be very high value here into an Olaf and this Lee Sin is healing so much.
You know,
hey, at least he runs fast. So
he does run fast and attacks from very far.
Doing damage?
Like a mosquito.
No, running fast, yes.
All right, speaking of which, here comes the Olaf getting oh,
where'd he go?
The lock just disappears him, and Career is dead too. But now we got Showmaker in the thick of things, and they just don't have the follow-up damage. Nice stun here from the Meganar though. Showmaker still on the run, but he's still alive. They cannot connect with the Cassiopeia, and Smash wasn't even the target for most of that, but he picks up a triple kill, and Ruler, he's running real fast. He's going to attack from real far away, but he's also probably just going to die.
No, he lives, the run fast build.
All right, well,
okay.
So it doesn't do anything. Canyon trying to get in here. I mean, maybe just throw a Hail Mary. Nope, miasma. Nice try, I guess, as there. Lucid trying to play with his food a little bit, maybe trying to get a Impale out, as there is the Impale, and Lucid this time just kind of runs in a straight line to it. He trades his GA for it, and Keen is ready. They want to press their buttons. Career also trying to get off to the side, as now they're trying to go in onto Career. He flashes away, bit of damage on the Toby, but no full committal just yet, as now GenG are on the run, just trying to get away from this one. But look at the mid-wave, as she was pushing it in already with Baron buff.
How is no one dead? This actually is Purgatory.
Give me some action, do something. That's actually a lot of damage out of that one.
Oh, the kick!
This huge damage out of Smash! Just executes them like he's locked. But even better, he's got some range, and now Canyon has to flash away. And Smash has quietly become a huge juggernaut in this game. And he has been untouched. Look at the health bar too, he's actually pretty tanky. Toby here on the right side, level 15. Looking at the Olaf, who's level 18. Feels like only Keen is able to do anything against DK.
Trying to find an angle here. They're still so healthy because of the Ocean Soul. Up!
That's not going to work. That's not the angle, and neither is that. The Meganar only hitting the Camille. This game is donezo, as this time they will finally take down Lucid, but the Nexus will also go down. Dplus KIA taking GenG for a long purgatory run in this game.
But if they kill one of your carries, you lose so much of your team's damage. Because you've got a tank in the top lane. If they kill Smash, it's breaking the fans' hearts. And by the fans, I mean us.
We're the fans. Shiu did dive straight into the Rumble without doing a whole lot, but overheated is Keen, and now he's just doing Cassante things, not going to hit the Q3. As going on in with the ult, not going to hit Showmaker, who does not have his flash and is just trying to dodge everything, but the stun comes in, and Showmaker just runs. This 1v1 is not the most fun for the Cassante. Now Keen, no flash, no ult, and he is going to get knocked up by this one. This is pretty easy. First blood finally does come through at around 10.
Collector.
Oh god, I spoke way too soon.
Oh yeah, he's very dead.
Yeah, well, he is going to, yeah, no, he goes all out and does a bit of damage. Takes a lot to actually cut through him.
Caitlyn, and that tower is now going to be picked up for Smash. So this is a very fed kill. And oh, that's the roll quest. He was still just playing that weak side roll. And Caitlyn's getting more and more gold.
Now is just going to have to flash away. Stun comes in. Now the Arcane Storm is there. And now a laser. Keen! He's out of moves and he's out of an ability to live. Although Chovy comes in and cuts him down. Keen utilizing the walk away very fast strategy.
It's a good strategy.
Survive.
Did you see? Smash is 2,300 gold ahead in the matchup.
Wow.
That's quite a lot. And he has got the roll quest completed, and Ruler doesn't, so that definitely comes into it. But it's not a phenomenal starting to move in here, as they are starting the Rift Herald. TP coming in now, Cassante on the flank.
Oh, you got the Rift Herald just barely. And they're going to say thanks for the leads. DK, though, they want more. They don't just want the objective, they want the kills. Chovy trying to frontline and get away, and he will be able to do exactly that. As she was like, guys,
guys, please, someone
I'm just hitting the guy over here. The purple thing. Yeah, that's why we came over here, remember?
Yeah, I picked up as well. Dragon in 25 seconds. They could go for an empowered recall and get back on the map, and they can use, potentially, the Combat Herald.
Oh. Many players felt like that. And speaking of which, Keen might be feeling like that here. He gets caught out in the side lane. And I think he just didn't expect them to be there.
That gives out of combat movement speed. So maybe that's why he didn't expect it.
He was greeting for that one last wave. Hey, Lucid! 2,000 assists. He was close at the start of the day. Didn't have to use it in mid. And they didn't have to use it for the Drake. So might as well just get some extra plates in top lane and maybe even just the one. As he's going to catch Smash, actually, but immediately Career's there with the nullifying ult.
Oh, the stun is down.
The stun catches two of them. Canyon has to go in immediately just to get headshot down to his grave. And the rest of Gen.G all coming up here. You know, you got a TP, a big committal to try
the cards.
Tiger's Gambit. I thought you were going to reference Queen. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Showmaker's form much better.
Oh, no.
Than his counterpart at the moment. And that is just a sad Melio who's trying to throw all of his buttons into the wind to survive. It's not going to happen, and Duro does go down. Baron up and ready for the taking.
Yeah, no flashing Canyon now. It's going to be hard to get vision in without Duro. So they can just start it up. I believe they call this one a checkmate.
Is that an opening or
that's a closing.
Yeah. Okay. Career actually does get away. That was very
Oh my, funny. I thought he was dead to the rebind of the
was. And they're actually gonna respect it. I'm paying attention and watching. It's like, oh, my prediction's wrong. It's like just been that way.
You're gonna get spotted on this. It's that 8k HP. Lucid is there.
Might as well just try to flip it. At this point,
that equalizer just missed.
Yeah, the equalizer did miss. Lucid, massive amount of health brought back, and he's just jumping into the fire. He's going to go golden, but immediately Toby goes down, the first guy, the one Fed member, and this gigantic Arcane Storm is ripping into Gen.G, and so will this Baron. DK make them feel it on the Baron try.
Well, I think that will just be the push to end the game. That kind of everything went wrong in that for Gen.G, but Dplus, they'd already done the hard work this game, in this series as well. And they will be claiming this 2-0. I don't think Duro and Keen can do anything to stop them. And unfortunately for Gen.G, it's looking like they will not get a game win in their home stand over this weekend.
Yeah, just about the worst feeling for them. But for Dplus KIA, 2-0 on the week, only dropping one game to HLE. You got to be feeling on top of the world. Their confidence is at an all-time high. And now they just got to hit the Nexus. That's all they got to do. But instead, they're going to go for the fight and then hit the Nexus. 2-0 to Dplus KIA. As on these big stages, they just continue to rack up the wins.
What a week.